Cockney and Son, now don't be daft. We've got proper opinions and plenty of graft. Old school chat with a podcast twist. So stick the kettle on, you don't want to miss. Cockney and Son, 2 generations in one London. Cool, blimey, governor.
Welcome back to Cockney and Son, episode 5. We're still here, still chatting nonsense and still shocking each other every week. And you lot keep coming back for more. So cheers for that.
Yes, thank you very much. Can't believe it, number 5.
It's flying by, isn't it?
It's flying by. It's nice to know that we're bringing a bit of joy into people's lives.
We are. And actually, I did tell you that because I could see the ratings and the downloads, we actually got more downloads for episode 4 than 3. So in theory,
yes,
people are finding us.
Okay.
So that's what we want.
By choice? Or
by
luck?
choice. I don't know. You haven't been spamming everyone, have you, with the DMs? Today we've got a good one though. We're digging into all those petty little things that we secretly judge people for. You know, the stuff you see on that high street or in Fulham that you actually say to people probably.
What's that? What?
The little things that you see people do, you judge them, but we don't say it.
Yeah, true.
So this, I feel like the title of this is going to be like, we're just going to judge people today.
Okay.
A bit of fun. Okay?
Yeah. It's not nothing serious, just a bit of fun,
Yeah, a bit of fun.
All people do it.
Talk about people.
Of course they do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well
it's a British thing, isn't it?
Yeah? Well, we're going to get right into it then.
Okay.
With a little bit of this.
Cool, blimey, governor. It's now time for a bit of a natter.
Right, so let's have a little bit of a natter about things that we secretly judge people for. So these are things that just annoy you. And I think that they annoy British people a lot. So I think if you went somewhere else, and let's just talk about the main one, which is we love to queue as Brits, don't we? Wherever we go, whatever country we're in, wherever we are, we know the queuing process, don't we?
We do. But I've noticed lately some of the bus stops, it's gone out the window a little bit. It just seems when the bus pulls up, it's
all for themselves.
Yeah, elbows, everything. You could be there. But you could get there at the bus stop. You could be 1 or 2 in the line, and then you're waiting. The bus pulls up. All of a sudden, they run past forward.
Yeah.
And if you're not strong enough, you're going to get left behind again. You might not get on the bus.
Well, I mean, I've recently started taking the bus with the girlie to swimming.
What's it like sitting with the common people?
I mean, it's very bouncy, isn't it?
Very
bouncy upstairs.
It is.
She loves it though.
Oh,
it's a novelty for her.
Yeah, of course it is.
So, I've got some examples that I've pulled from the internet of things that we secretly judge people for. So, you tell me if this is what you secretly judge people for. The first one is people who don't return their shopping trolleys to the shopping trolley bit at a supermarket. So, obviously, you go wherever you shop, you've got all your shopping in your trolley, you take it back to your car. Obviously, if you've got £1 in it, then you're going to want that £1 back. Of course. But if they're free trolleys, and that's probably where the mistake is.
Look, because people, if they're parked over the other side, they ain't going to bother, are they?
Do you always put your shopping trolley back?
Of course. Yeah, I mean...
So say like you was in your car and the person next door to you brought their shopping back to their car. They don't know that you're in there like watching. They just move their little shopping trolley to the side, get in their car. Are you going to judge them for that?
If they're fit and healthy, why not take it back?
I don't think it matters if they're fit and healthy. There's no excuses.
No excuses, but I mean...
Take it back. If you can go and get it, you can take it back.
Yes.
So that's one thing that secretly annoys us.
What's annoying as well?
Well, I have got a list, but if you can go off track again.
No, it's the same. It's about shopping. It's about shopping. You go into the supermarket, if you're at the self-checkout.
Which you said you didn't use.
No, but I've noticed how some people, they put all their shopping through first.
Yeah.
Onto the
thing.
Bagging area, but they don't put it in the bag. They wait until they've done the whole shop, then they will put it in the bag.
What supermarket is this? You can say it.
Well, that was at Asda.
Right, okay, so I can't speak for why that happened, but Sainsbury's, they don't let you do that.
I know, but it's just, why would you want to handle the shopping? You've already handled it once, put it into the thing.
Yeah.
So you handled it twice to put it through the checkout, and then you're going to handle it a third time, put it in the bag. Just put your bags on there, put it straight in the bag.
So you're secretly judging people there.
Well, just...
Because you're not doing it how you would do it. They might have a process, and that's their process.
No, but I mean, there's sometimes it's piling up. There's no more room, and there's like it might be they're not on their own. They might have they're piling kids.
Yeah,
and they're just standing there looking. So why can't they just pass it? And people
just judge them.
Yeah,
just stand back, look at them, and go, "What are you doing?"
Well, I mean,
sort
people
life out.
I know, but people are waiting, queuing.
Yeah.
And these people.
Do you say anything, or do you do the British?
Oh, no, say no. Yeah, if that's the way they want. If that's the way they want to do it, it just seems silly.
You just love to be able to say,
What? Why are you angling so many times?
What are you doing? Right, so this one really annoys me.
Yes.
But I get the reasons, and you may be affected by this one. It's like slow walking on busy pavements. You know, like when you're walking, and I walk quite fast anyway, and then just when you're just trying to get past someone and they're just so slow, but there's no way to get past, I secretly judge them because I'm like, move. Like I don't know if it's me, but I have said to the boy quite a lot of times, like, you need to work on your spatial awareness. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I look around, I know where everything's coming. He just walks like tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And I think these people are like, got nowhere, you know what I mean? Get out of the way.
Yeah.
You're quite a slow walker, but that's not your fault, is it?
No, it's because I've done 40 years postman. It's worn my legs out.
Because you've got no knees left.
I was 6'4" when I started.
So do you get annoyed by slow walkers,
No,
or
not
do you just
really.
call it walking? It's quite slow.
No, just, if there might be a reason why they
No need. It's like,
should it be like on the escalators and keep to the right?
We went on the tube this
Yes.
weekend, and I'm teaching the boy that over on the right, stay still, left, walk up, get out the way, because he was kind of like over, because escalators are exciting to kids, aren't they?
Of course.
Stay over here. People walking up.
Yeah.
But if I got on the escalator to walk up on the left-hand side and somebody was stood there, that annoys me. And I don't care if you don't know the rules. Get out of the way.
Yeah.
Secretly judge
I don't know
people.
why people want to walk up escalators.
Well, it's faster, isn't it?
That's what they're there for.
No, but sometimes you just got to walk it up. And it's like the stairs that they have in the tube there. One section is for going down.
Yes.
And those people that can't wait.
Yes, you get that sometimes when I go to Putney Bridge Station.
Yeah.
You get the people coming up.
Yeah. Hey, can't stand it.
No, it's all wrong, yeah.
Can't stand it. Right. I can't really answer this one because we don't fly, do we? But it's about people who stand up when the plane gets to the...
when it lands.
And then obviously you've got that period where you're disembarking or whatever, but people just stand up and get ready to go.
Why?
That annoy you.
Well,
you judge them.
Well, they can't get off, can they?
No, but I think they can't get off straight away, but it does give them an advantage to getting off quicker.
But where are they going?
To get their bags.
I know, but the bags ain't going to be there, are they?
But people don't think like that. They're like, right, bags. You know those people.
Yeah, I know the people. I mean, I've been there many times.
Yeah.
Your plane lands, it's taxiing up to the gate.
Yeah.
And as you say, bang, up they get.
Get out of the way.
And then they're standing there.
So I think for something I could say relatable in a similar way like this, it's like when we went to Euston and then we're waiting for our train. We've all got tickets with seats booked.
Yes.
Yeah? So, being platform 1, ready to board, everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but we've got seats.
Yeah.
So I secretly judge people. Fair enough if they haven't pre-booked the ticket.
Yeah.
In first
but I don't understand that on the plane because you're not going nowhere.
No.
And then by the time the space gets limited because they bring their hand luggage down.
In a perfect world, it would be everyone sat down, row by row.
Well, it is.
What I mean?
It is when you're boarding. It's done in in sections.
But that's a rule, isn't it?
What's that?
Like that's a standard rule. Don't get up because there's nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. Why make it harder for yourself?
They're just excited. Right, this one I sort of touched on it at the beginning about us as Brits, sort of like naturally taught to queue.
Yes,
we know how to queue. As frustrating, as annoying as it is, we still queue.
Yeah,
we're still like right. And when somebody queue jumps,
oh yes, that's
awful, isn't it?
That is awful. Why? They're not going to get to the front, are they? They're going to get stopped, aren't they?
No, but sometimes they don't. But so why? If you've been queuing, let's just say you've been queuing for like half an hour trying to get somewhere, and then somebody cuts in, and they don't get pulled out. Are you going to say something, or do you just go?
Yeah, of course. No, I would say something.
Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me, mate. Secure here. You think we're staying here for our health?
Yeah.
Back to the queue, mate.
Back of the queue.
Oh.
Get out. People queue jump in general.
Yes.
I do judge them, and I think you are the worst kind of
course.
human ever.
Yeah.
Obviously, people who aren't British, I know that there are.
Yeah, well,
There's no rules some places because we've been abroad.
Yeah.
And there was a train that we went on that was like a car train thing when we was in France, and there was a queue. It pulls up.
There must
Love
be
queuing.
in the shops in other countries. There still must be a sort of a queuing system.
Yeah.
But I mean, even not. I mean, back in the day, some of the people behind the counters would go, "Oi!"
Yeah.
No queue jumping here, love.
Yeah, I think it has to be this
Back you go.
situation for me. If it's like adults and it's just me, I probably would be annoyed, depending on the situation, of how I'm going to react. If it's the kids, say like we're queuing for a ride, and another little kid cuts in, I don't have a filter, then
Trip them up.
Get out. Well, actually, I don't have to because the girlie will tell them. Moving on, because we want to try and get through as many as possible, I'm going to use a little prop.
Oh, okay.
You're out in the street.
Yeah.
Someone, their phone is on speaker. Hello, blah, 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 blah.
Out of order.
What you doing? Who's he said? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Why do we need to...
What's wrong with this? I mean, they would still be talking, but you wouldn't be hearing what the person's saying.
We don't want to be in their conversation.
No.
That's only just come about though. It never used to be like that, is it?
No, but I don't understand why you would want it on speakerphone.
No.
But that's because if you rang me, I would 9 times out of 10...
Don't answer.
I don't answer. Anyway, no, if I cut it off and I go, I'm on the train.
Yeah.
So I would go, I'm not talking on the train. But that's because, 1, I don't want people hearing my conversation, or 2, it can wait.
Yeah.
They're so loud as well.
But why?
Yeah, okay, I'm just going down here, blah, blah. Like, no.
Why would you want people to know your conversation anyway?
No. I don't do that, so I'm allowed to judge.
I don't do that.
I don't queue jump.
Because no one rings me.
No? I text, it's a generation thing. Mum won't mind me saying this, but she is a caller, which is good because
Your mum's a caller?
She's a caller. So say like, if I text her and said, "What time were you going to be here?" She could pick up the phone and go, 10 o'clock. Ring. Hello. Hi. She's a caller. Some people are phone people.
Yeah, but some people prefer to do that because, like, by the time they've done if they're like me, it takes ages to do a text. By the time I get a text and I've read it, it may be quicker just to do the call.
Remember when you got your first phone?
Yes.
And you was texting, beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
Got it wrong.
Morse code.
Beep, beep, beep. Out at a restaurant, which I don't really do a lot. You go out quite a lot to eat.
Not a lot. Not
more than the normal average person, I think.
Not really.
Bad table manners. What do I always do to you if we're having Richard's choice, Chinese?
Yeah.
Ribs? Yeah. What do I always give you?
You give me the kitchen roll.
The whole roll there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever had that awkward situation where somebody's got something on their face?
Yeah.
Would you like someone to say to you, Steve, you've got a whole rib stuck to your forehead? Say you sat down at a table at a restaurant and there was some people that were friends of a friend or whatever, and say like dinner came, your dinner came, mine didn't come. Would you start eating until mine comes?
No, you're supposed to wait till all the meals are there.
So what would you do if someone started eating?
Well, was asked to
Would you
say.
secretly judge, or would you say something?
No, I'm asked to say so.
Would you though?
Yeah, I would say, hold on a minute, we've not all got our food.
I don't think that's a bit awkward though, because then you've got to go the whole meal.
It's,
but quickly going back to last week, I think that's what you mean. That's what you say about how kids are brought up.
Yeah, exactly. It's managed
like,
because years ago, you would sit around a table. You wouldn't have TV meals.
But what I'm saying is just learning how to act at a table. Chewing with the mouth open, scraping cutlery. These are all like
scraping cutlery.
So say like you're got another fork on your plate and it goes. King.
Oh right, yeah. Okay.
Some people that's like.
Yeah.
It's like cracking knuckles. Right, so people who brag about how busy they are, that they've got time to tell you it though, like, I'm so busy. Oh my God, I'm so busy.
Yeah, I'm so busy. And then they're telling you how busy you are, but when you try to get a word in, you can't get a word in.
Yeah.
Well, that's good that you're busy, but, why are you telling us?
Wow.
That's like when people tell you that they're vegan.
Yeah. Right.
Do you really want to know?
What?
You know, if you're vegan, you're vegan. And why? I mean, I don't go around telling people I eat meat.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a talking point though, isn't it?
If that's what you want to do.
I'm vegan. Because if you're vegan, like you say, who cares what you eat?
Yeah, exactly.
But
it's up to you.
There's a difference, going off completely to something else, but there's a difference of trying to put that onto someone.
Yeah, well,
that's annoying.
Yeah, of course.
Why do you eat meat?
It's like these protesters, they've run into the restaurants for people eating meat and going, you know, and spoiling their evening.
Those people that was sat on the road, stopping.
Oh, just all.
Yeah, we won't talk about them.
No,
save that.
Yeah, save that
for an hour and for a 2 hour long one. So there's a difference between saying it to them. There's some instance where you said that you would have to say it, like queue jumping. That depends on your confidence and your age. Well, those are things that we secretly judge people for.
There's lots of different subjects you could be judgmental.
Yeah. We could do another one on this.
You know, it's
we love it. We love judging people. You shouldn't do it.
No, you judge. Some people judge the way
friendly judging.
No, I mean people judge the way people are dressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to, you should be able to dress how you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think you can do what you want, but don't push it onto anyone.
Don't push it in,
and also within the law.
Yeah. Yeah, just don't. You know, if you want to dress up a certain way, that's fair enough. But don't like.
But I always say, people who spend so much time worried about what other people are doing, like to the point where it's their time taken up because they're trying to protest against something or they don't agree with something, that they're wasting their time. Like me, I don't know if I'm just very open-minded, very like liberal, very all this, or I'm just incredibly lazy that I just can't be bothered to care enough about someone else, what their choices are.
Yeah, same here.
So what I'm saying is, everyone live their life, but don't.
No, that's right. I mean, if I want to wear a short skirt and a crop top,
but I was. What I was going to do was going to cut back into what we was actually talking about. What I was going to say is, I don't care what you do, live your life, but just don't cut in front of me in the queue.
Adam and Eve it? Would you? I can't believe it. Adam and Eve it.
What we ranting about this week?
It's like certain people, when they get to a certain age, you know, they think it's all over.
They think it's all over.
Yeah, they get to
old people.
Yeah, they get to like retire. They come up to retirement age and they go, oh, that's
60,
it now.
5.
Some will not even that. Some are 60 and they go, oh, that's it now. It's all downhill. And you're thinking,
what life is downhill?
Yeah, life's downhill. What, you know?
What people? So you mean people that you speak to people that are your age or younger? They're talking to you that their life is over because they're at that age.
When I was on the post, we had people retiring and they're going, oh, that's it now. That's what am I going to do now? It's downhill. Yeah. You're thinking, well, no, it's only downhill if you make it. You just got to embrace what you got left, you know.
So acting your age, you mean?
Well,
no, but what I'm saying is acting your age. So say like you're 6. So for me being 41. Yeah, which I don't believe is true. Yeah, no. I will get to the bottom of that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I'm 41. Obviously, I feel like maybe it's a genetic thing that I've got from you.
Yeah.
That I don't act my age.
No.
So I feel like though.
Well, I've been called childish many times.
Really, I don't know why.
No, I don't know why.
By who?
Well, you know, members of the family, you know, and
work. Yeah. Members of family. Yeah, royal family.
Everybody.
Police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Passers by.
Yeah. Random people on DMs. No. Do you know that we only use 10% of our brain?
We only do?
Maybe 5% for some people. So your whole brain,
yeah,
we only use 10%. Oh, what is the other 90% used for?
Oh, no idea. I didn't know it was that. I didn't know it was that.
If you could bottle whatever you do,
whatever I do,
your whole soul, and put it into someone, that would, I think that's like a medicine. Because it's like, you got to 68 and you didn't even know that you only used 10% of your brain.
No, not at all. Well,
you just want to know what you know, isn't
we didn't learn that at school.
Is that the secret to life?
Well, it's probably, I think it is like...
You know, people know too much nowadays.
A lot of people are serious and all that. Have a laugh.
Just have a laugh.
Just have a laugh and, you know...
Because I do believe that, like, it is...
Well, you know that saying, laughter is the best medicine.
Laughter is the best medicine.
So they say, so, you know...
You make people laugh?
Sometimes.
If you started to get a cold, let's just say you got the first symptoms of a cold, like sore throat, something else. If you give into that and get in bed and you say you feel unwell and you feel tired, or you go, it's a common cold, I'll take some paracetamol or whatever, crack on.
Get on with it.
I actually believe the body would react,
of course,
not in the same way. And I feel the same way for people who, when you say at your age, or what do you say, people get to a certain age and think it's their older. So if I was to say when I'm 68, would I just moan about being ill? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Some people like they the slightest thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got something. They go, oh, I've got something on me. It could be worse. It could be something serious. Why?
Yeah.
And a lot of people, what they do now, they go online,
Google it.
They Google it and scare themselves.
So what do you think people should do? You get to 68, you're healthy.
So you've done all your work.
Yeah.
Just enjoy what time you've got left. There's no point in sitting indoors going, oh, no, I've got... Find something to do. Surely, like, if you're going to sit indoors all day and not doing nothing, just go out and do something.
I'm not saying that you don't have a stressful life, yeah. But I think it is probably easy for you to say, just have a laugh.
Yeah, true.
Because you ain't really, not that you don't have any worries or you don't have anything like that, but you kind of like at a 68, you've given up, you've not given up work, you've worked, you're financially fine, you can go to the park on a Wednesday or Thursday and look at the ducks or whatever you wanted to do, or you could go and watch a West End show.
That's not a park, that's my garden.
No, or you could, do you know what I'm saying though?
Yes, okay.
So I think for you to say, just have a laugh when there's another 68-year-old still working because they ain't got no money.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So anyone can give advice, but that's from your own experience.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that some people that you've got some people that are financially okay and that their health's okay, but they still I don't know what we're going to do, and they just moan about everything, But
do you not
just get on with
You know, like how I said, I can't even know what episode it was when I was saying about how it was hot, and we like, as British people, we like to go, oh, it's hot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's dark. Do you not think that we wait secretly, subconsciously wait for the moment where we can go, oh, it's my back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, some people.
You know, like how you watch your parents and your grandparents moan about illnesses. Do you think, right, I've locked that in, so when I'm that age, I'm gonna moan about this illness?
Yeah, I mean, well...
Or like you.
I don't mind about it.
Walk around New York.
Yeah, exactly.
Get on with it.
I just get... Yeah, I mean, I've got arthritis in one knee.
Yeah.
And full-rights in the other.
Yeah.
But I ain't going to let that stop me doing anything.
No. But that's an attitude thing, isn't it?
If I say, well, oh no, I can't do that, I'll end up going nowhere.
Yeah.
Then what'll happen?
Keep going until you're 4'2".
Exactly.
So they've worn down. People think you're walking downstairs.
I always wanted to be a dwarf, but hey ho.
I'm not sure I can keep that in. It could be that what you think and feel, like they say, you're only as old as
age is only a number, isn't it? Yeah.
If you feel young, your body's going to think it's young.
Yeah, of course.
And I always feel like that is
but it's
the
like,
key.
Sometimes, when you look back at, your school days, I mean, they drummed all that stuff into you.
Yeah.
And do you really use it?
I think most people probably use the basics.
I mean, I failed RE.
Yeah?
RE.
This is a joke, isn't it?
No. Religious education, I failed it, right?
Right.
And when they told me, I went, oh, Jason Christ.
So, when people get to a certain age and they think it's all over, your advice to them is just what? Because it seems like episode 5 now,
just do not give up.
Your advice is very much get on with it, just have a laugh. All like little slogans, but they're easier said than done, isn't it?
Well, yes. Sometimes some people make it harder for themselves than
people like it.
They need to be like that.
Yeah.
You get people that just moan about anything, and you're thinking, is that what you're going to do for the rest of your time that you've got left?
Yeah, but it's like the two Muppet men, isn't it?
I love them two blokes.
I could see you as one of them.
Yeah, Waldorf and Slayer.
Yeah.
Me and Tony.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, it's sort of a thing. Grumpy old man, grumpy old lady. It's sort of a thing that you think you get to a certain age and then you turn into this like grumpy old person, but it's what you what you're doing
Yeah, exactly.
and enjoying yourself.
Yeah. I mean, me and Tony go out regular, and we have a lot. We have a lot. We have a look.
Judge people.
We survey the pub.
Yeah.
We take the mick out of people, innit? You can do it. It's in your mind.
It's a mental thing.
Yeah, of course it is.
It's a situation thing. Yeah. When you retire, don't moan about aches and pains. Just have a laugh.
Just get on with it. Yeah.
Get on with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's definitely 100% needed. Just have a laugh works for you because you do live in the clouds. Like, do you know what I mean?
I do, yeah.
There you go.
No, I have been moments,
Yeah.
I can be serious if I want to.
Yeah. Well,
But
say that for episode 200.
Some people just doom and gloom now.
Money can't buy this.
No.
Exactly.
Right. Money helps.
No, I meant like money can't buy your outlook.
Well, yeah, no, that's true.
There we go. All that money people spend on therapists and stuff.
Come to me. Give me your money.
Sit down.
I'll tell you how it is.
Why? I want you to have a laugh.
That'd be...
Just don't take it so serious.
That'd be $2,000, please.
Oh, imagine that is going to be your autobiography. Just have a laugh. There again.
There they are again. Quick, close the curtains.
I bet secretly on the people listening probably thinking he lives in a rough area, doesn't he?
He does.
Don't sugarcoat it. Sometimes in life, you just gotta say it like Steve.
Right, it's now time for Say It Like Steve, where you get to give advice to one lucky person. This question, I'm guessing, was because they listened to last week's episode about parenting.
Yes.
And thought, you are the guy.
They took it on board, did they?
What would you do if you found your teenager was secretly smoking or vaping?
That's another one because, all schools have that problem. Even when I was at school.
Pipes.
But I mean, it was a problem back then as well.
Yeah.
I mean, my mate Tony used to get caught all the time.
So that would be caning.
Not necessarily. Sometimes it was detention. It all depends what teacher it was.
Okay, so you're saying if you spoke in class, someone would throw a chalk eraser at your face.
Yes.
But if you got caught smoking, you got a detention.
Well, they must really stand there smoking with you, the teachers. But I mean, if I've got a phone call saying that you got caught smoking, I'm thinking, well, how'd you afford it?
Yeah.
Good idea. No, then I'll wait till you get home and I'll go, I've had a phone call from your school saying you were smoking. Why are you smoking? It's bad for you?
Because I want to look cool.
Really? You want to look cool, yeah? So is that looking cool then, smoking, is it?
Well, Danny Zuko does. We're talking about what would you do? Would you... Because I feel like I have drummed it in already to the boy about smoking and vaping and peer pressure. No kid, unless you're absolutely not living on planet Earth, no kid is going to grow up and be perfect. It's so much about image.
I know, because you get a kid that go, right, I don't want it. Oh, what are you scared of something? Or names or whatever they're going to call him.
Can't call a cigarette that now, by the way.
What's that?
So the question is, would you tell the school?
Yes.
So, yeah.
I would.
So you're saying tell the school.
Tell the school.
Say it like Steve. Advice is, for this question...
Yeah, tell the school and
work together.
Work together. You can put your case over. The school can do their whatever rules they can.
Communication between parent and school.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
There we go. So definitely go tell the school today before school ends in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Hopefully they will not vape again.
No.
Right. So say it like Steve. Curing the world of vaping teenagers.
Yes.
With very simple advice, tell the school. So we're nearly at the end of episode 5, but there's something really important that we need to do.
Oh, it's time for Cockney Slang Word of the Week. Apples and pears. Down the stairs. You get what I'm saying?
Right, so last week, episode 4, Cockney Slang Word of the Week was...
Treacle tart.
That is something.
It's treacle tart.
Straight all tart.
Yeah.
Now, I think this was quite hard because we didn't get that many people, or they just...
Didn't know what...
Is that your stomach? Are you hungry?
No, because if you're sometimes you'll see...
Do you know how to get rid of that? Scientific
Mean?
fact.
No.
If you're somewhere and your belly starts doing that, a lot of people tense their stomach.
Yeah.
But the actual is the opposite, is to fill your stomach with air and it doesn't, and it stops it.
Yeah. So treacle tart
Yeah.
means sweetheart. So if you hear someone go, "Oh, that treacle,"
Yeah.
that means treacle tart. That means sweetheart.
All right, treacle. So, episode 5,
Yeah.
Cockney Slang Word of the Week is
Baked bean.
baked bean.
Don't you make me choke.
I didn't know that was your stomach. You were saying something. Right, Cockney Slang Word of the Week is baked beans.
Yeah.
If you know what that is, when I post a highlight reel, so you're listening to this, go onto the Instagram of the highlight reel and comment what you think it means, and we will follow back every single person who gets it right. Okay? So only on Instagram.
Okay.
Okay, so if you see somebody have a guess, a Cockney Slang Word of the Week for episode 5 on the highlight reel.
Yeah.
Somebody says, get him some dinner. Because your stomach's putting me off. So here's a little bit of an incentive for Cockney Slang Word of the Week for episode 5. If you think you know what baked beans is, I want you to go over to the highlight reel of episode 5 and write it there in the comments.
Yes.
If you get it right, it's Dad's job to follow you back as a little treat.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. So, more of an incentive.
Yeah.
If you get it right, we're going to follow you back.
God.
Yeah? There we go. Go have a guess what baked beans is. So, we're now going to wrap up episode 5. It's been a funny one, been a judgy one. This is just a little public announcement. I have looked at the weather, and in the south, we are expected another heat wave. So, it's going to get hot again.
Get on, is it?
What's your advice for the south of England? Just enjoy it, isn't it?
Well, enjoy it. Be careful.
Sun cream, factor
Sun cream
50.
on your nut and all that. Wear a hat if you like wearing hats.
Parents, put sun cream on
Sun
your kids
cream,
before
yeah,
you go.
make sure it's
Hats.
topped up.
Get that paddling pool out.
Get if you got room for a paddling pool.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
You know, because some people ain't got.
Oh, God. So when I grew up, did we have a garden?
No.
No. 3rd floor flat.
Yeah.
Little balcony.
Yeah.
Sent me off down to the playground for the whole summer.
Yeah, of course. You
So
loved it down there.
I'm allowed to say
Okay.
that. Okay? I'm allowed to say that I sometimes forget that people don't have gardens.
Yes.
But
Especially massive gardens.
it's true. But I'm allowed to say that because
Yeah,
I
okay,
grew up on a
yeah.
council estate.
Council estate, yeah.
Anything you want to say before we end episode 5?
No,
About
but-
being judgy? It's fine to be a bit judgy.
No, it's fine to be a bit judgy, you know. All people judge. There's not one person that does not judge anyone or anything.
That's true.
That's always going to happen.
And if they say they don't, they're an absolute liar.
Of course they are. You know, people. You know, it's just human nature. You're going to judge someone.
Human nature to judge people.
Yes.
Don't cut in the queue. We need, before you're 70,
Yeah.
we need to get Cockney Son into the top 10 podcast chart.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That's the mission.
I think that
Probably won't happen though.
No.
Right.